Okay, so step 4, and we've only just started talking about what you would consider to marketing. So the challenge that you have is actually working out who they are and how to reach them effectively. So I could spend hours on this section, and it's the biggest section in the book, and I will go through this as quickly as I can because there's a lot in here. But just knowing that there's so much detail in the book that you won't need to worry. Okay, so you need to pick the right tools and the right channels and the right techniques for your ideal patient or patients. Okay, you cannot attract everybody. You cannot afford to try and attract everybody anymore. You need to be targeted. So this is external, okay? Thinking about how you need to attract new patients is external marketing. So it's your website, it's online marketing, it's blogging, social media, print advertising, direct marketing, your in-practice materials, TV and radio. And if you're here tomorrow, I'm doing another talk at 1:30 where I talk in much more depth on these. But the one thing I would love you to go away with is this, okay? Fish where the fish are. You're trying to catch fish, okay? And you need to know who those fish are. So if you're trying to attract retirees, you need to fish where they are, okay? So you're not going to be on Instagram, yeah? You're not going to be in the local school newspaper, okay? Fish where the fish are. Think about who you're trying to attract and only do marketing in the areas where your patients and potential patients are. Do not waste your money on any type of marketing that is not where your ideal patient is. Does that make sense? Okay, fish, ingrained on your brain. So websites is the number one thing that you need to think about when you're doing external marketing, because who here has been told about a service or a product and not checked out their website? Okay, if you are guilty of trying social media because it's so exciting, or putting something in the local newspaper or radio advertising, and your website is not working for you and not converting, stop everything. Fix your website, because everybody that hears about you and wants to know more, your potential patients will come to your website. This is the first point of contact, and you have only got 8 to 10 seconds, and this is narrowing to grab people's attention. So your website needs to reflect who you are, what you stand for. And I'm zooming through this, and I know, but you've got a whole book to read at your leisure. So navigation is important. People need to be able to find the information in your website really easily. It needs to be professionally designed. It needs to be mobile friendly. It needs to have the right images. And you need to have the right content frequency, so you need to update it on a regular basis. It needs to be readable, and it needs to be good quality and good quantity. And again, tomorrow I talk a lot more about this. So very quickly, content is really important. And people don't actually read the content on your website, they scan it. So only 28% of your content is read. So who here has got a website and their bio page looks just like this? Who here would love to sit down at your leisure and read about this dentist? Nobody reads big bunches of text. There is a way for you to structure content so it can be browsed, so they can find the information that they are looking for online. Images. Images are critical. So you are probably aware that social media is going off. You are aware that images are really important to people, okay? Your website needs to have the right images. It needs to reflect you and your practice and your values. So surveys have shown and studies have shown that people are actually blind to stock images now. So who here has seen the happy family a million times? Yeah? Billion times. Okay? Who's seen the lady holding an apple more times than you ever want to think about? Okay? People are buying from people. Think about the internet. Think about web. Think about social media. People are buying from people. Don't touch the mics. Okay? Guess what? People are buying from people. You're delivering a health service. They're buying from you. They're not buying from the happy family. They're not buying from the lady holding an apple. So if you have the budget, get professional images. Professional images that reflect you and your practice. People get a feeling, and it might be a feeling that says, oh, this looks like a really big practice. I'm not really sure I fancy it. Or they might go, oh, they look like a great team. But you are who you are. Your practice is your practice. It looks the way it looks. Your team is who you are. Do not pretend to be anybody else. Do not hide behind the happy family in the apple picture. Be proud of who you are, because people will get an emotional feeling when they see these images, and that's what you want. They need to engage with you before they pick up the phone. So I love this. This is where I grew up in the UK. Some practices I know can't afford professional images. Okay? But when you are choosing images, you need to make sure that they reflect you and your team. See the team photo? Everybody knows this is not your team. Okay? Everybody knows that this is American stock image. Okay? Your support staff, that's not them. And those are not your customers. Okay? So if you cannot afford professional images, be really, really careful with the images that you're picking. So go back, look at your website, fresh eyes, and just say, have I got too many happy apple pictures? And do I have stock images that do not reflect me and my team? So who here recognizes this? Okay, imagine you're on that train or that bus or in that cafe and you're looking for a dentist. Show of hands here. Who's going to phone practice number 1? Okay, who's going to practice number 2? Quite simply, and I'm not even going to bother with the stats, the world is on mobile. Your website needs to be on mobile. So you've got a great website, fantastic. You've got good content, really good. But you need to think about search engine marketing. Huge topic. I just want you to be aware there are separate terms and you need to know about it. There's a section in the book. I'm talking tomorrow in detail, but this is something that you need to be aware of and you need to be talking to the right people. Social media. Who here is on social media? An increasing number of people. The reason that you need to think about social media, and I'm not saying you need to do this, because fish where the fish are, it might not be right for you, might not be right for your practice, but think about it, because people are buying from people. People want to know more about you and your brand, your practice, your services in a social way. Okay? So think about it. It's a way of showing the human side of you, the relaxed side of you, the non-clinical side of you. And just a couple of really silly ones. This is a guy that said, if I have however many likes, I will have my nails painted with teeth. It's social, it's silly, it's flippant. If it's not your practice, don't go there. If it is, do it. This one I love. Breast cancer. 3,000 likes. And he wore a tutu. Okay? This is something that the practice supported. So it's a message, but it's a bit of fun. 3,500 people. So I'm selling tutus on my stand, that's a joke. But just think. Think about the social side. Have fun. Share your passions. Do not share clinical, it's social. It's fun, okay? And just think about it. Video. Who here has got video and using video? A few, that's great to see. Because the stats on this are insane. The conversion rates on video are amazing. The click-through rates. It's how you get people into your practice from their computer. So if you have the budget, If you think this is aligned with your practice, I really highly recommend that you think video.